doing? It's your girl JessScott coming at you with my top five favorite albums of 2018. Now, I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings, but it's just like the top albums that the charts are saying is definitely not mine. Migos, Culture 2. Drake can't to that. I don't do mumble rap. I'm so sorry. I just can't understand the concept of not listening to the lyrics and just listening to the beat. It's not for me, boo. It's not for me. Tory Lanez. Now, Tory Lanez came out with 2 albums last year. One was Memories Don't Lie and Love Me Now. And I didn't like any of them. I'm not even trying to come for little Tory, alright? I'm not, putting him aside. He's a good artist. It's just, what's your deal? That's the thing. I just don't understand Tory Lanez. What is your brand? Like, when you first came out, you had the samples. First of all, everybody knows that Kanye is sample king, but Tory over here is sliding through trying to take his crown because of his samples. He samples everything. He sampled the Proud Family. Like, what's going on? I personally don't understand Tory. I don't understand his brand. Like, when you first came out, you was the slow jam R&B, and then you went into like a reggae thing, and then now you're rapping, and I can't understand like what you're here for, and until I understand who you are, I can't like your music. Does that make sense? I hope it makes sense, because Tory's a Drake hand. The Weeknd. Now, everybody that knows me knows that I love Abel. EXO to the death of me, homie. But it's just like, okay, here's the thing with The Weeknd. The Weeknd, when he first came out, everybody knows Trilogy is the best. Like, it just can't be topped. And then he came out with Kissland, and it's just like, this man is amazing. And then he came out with Beauty Behind the Madness, and then we just felt like he was unstoppable because he lifted our souls with darkness. Like, me personally, I know that it might sound weird, but every time that I listen to like The Weeknd, I feel my soul coming out of my body and levitating over it. It's just that beautiful. And then Starboy came out, and you listen to it, and you wanted to love it. You had to love it because it was mainstream and everybody else was loving him. So it's just like, but I'm EXO to the death of me, but my body isn't levitating. My soul isn't levitating over my body. But I'm a jam to it because it's The Weeknd. And it's not a bad album. Don't get me wrong, Starboy was a great album. It just didn't bring my soul out of my body. And then he comes out last year with My Dear Melancholy. Shut up. I know you don't know how to pronounce it neither. Shut up. Anyway, he came out with that album, and then you're listening to it, and then you hear, just call out my name, soul out of body. And it's just like, The Weeknd, where have you been? Oh yeah, you've been in love. I mean, you need to cut that out. You were the ones that told you were the one that told me not to fall in love, that it was pointless, and then you over here trying to give kidneys to people. Like, Drake can't to love. You need to relax. You need to stop. You need to relax, alright? Because My Dear Melancholy, you don't know how to pronounce it neither, was a great album, and it was a great step in the old Weeknd direction. However, I'm so sorry to say, EXO to the death of me, but it's not top 5. Ooh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Weeknd. Cardi B, Invasion of Privacy. Guys, man, I didn't like it. Don't throw no potatoes at me, no tomatoes. Don't throw no sneakers because I'm going to steal them. Don't do this to me. I'm so sorry. I didn't like it because she's so popular. I love her and I love her personality and I love that she could talk about anything and I love that she could be herself in the spotlight. I appreciate that. Everybody who wants to be weird and on average appreciates that. But it's just like, how can I put this nicely? She's not a lyricist. She doesn't, there's no bars. The only song that I personally was just like, ooh, 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 was the first song. What was that? Get Up 10? Because there was no hook, there was no catchiness. It was just her spitting her rhymes, telling her story, and you know that she ain't going nowhere. And I appreciated that. But everything else, I feel it was just catchy. Now, Bodak Yellow was a movement. Don't get me wrong. I would never say that that song wasn't a hit. A hit it was. It was a whole movement. It was a mood, boy. But the rest, I just don't understand why everybody's like, like, it's the best album of 2018. And you know what? She legit might win Grammys for that. She might win so many albums saying it is the best album, but it's not. It's catchy and she's popular. So in your mind, you're thinking it's the best thing ever, but no, it's not. That's that Drake effect. That's that Beyonce effect. Beyonce and Drake could come out with basura. They could come out with trash, straight garbage, and everybody will be like, it's amazing. Because she's Beyonce. Because he's Drake. Because she's Cardi B. Because it's trash. Kanye West. Yay. Okay, so the culture and I really banging with Kanye right now. I get it. That's cool. Y'all don't bang with Kanye. That's fine. Me personally, I listen to Ye. I like Kanye. I'm not saying I'm a big, huge fan, but I like Kanye. I like him. And Ye was a work of art, I would say. It's not my top 5. Definitely not in top 5. And I didn't listen to it again after I listened to it the first time. Definitely didn't download any songs. But when I was listening to it, I was like, ooh, this is beautiful. This is a piece of work. This is art right here. I love it. But I'm not going to listen to it every day. For what? Kanye and Kid Cudi, Kid See Ghost. Drake came to that. Didn't listen to it. Sorry, Kid Cudi. You're not my type. J.cole, k.o.d. Now, don't ask me what k.o.d means. There's so many people saying, somebody say King of Diamonds. And why would it be King of Diamonds? There's people saying Kids on Drugs, which would make more sense, but nobody really knows what k.o.d means. I'm not gonna assume because we're not in J. Cole's head, so just leave it alone. J. Cole's k.o.d, of course, are you mad at me, is in my top 5 because he's a lyricist. He makes music that makes sense. Like, I can listen to the lyrics clearly and not be like, huh? What'd he say? Or, I don't know if this makes sense, but it bangs. No. It bangs and it makes sense. And I could think about it and I could have conversations with my friends about it and it will be here forever. That's the thing. Like, the one thing that these artists love and they want is, I always have an effect for something. A Michael Jackson effect. My children's children will know Michael Jackson. You know why? Because his music is here forever. He's Michael Jackson. Get out of here. Same thing with Prince. Same thing with Stevie Wonder. No, Motown in general is here in our souls forever. But it's just like, Michael, because everybody knows Michael, you feel me? And it's just like, I feel like me growing up, I grew up on Run DMC. and I grew up on Big Daddy Kane, and I grew up on Houdini. And that was because my mother taught me to love these people because they're amazing rappers. Now, when I have a seed, I'm going to be like, hey, listen to j.cole, because you know why? He's a legend. He's an amazing rapper. And I refuse to grow my seed, my child, up on mumble rap because it's not going to get through their heads. Poetry, music, rap, it gets through people's heads, and it brings you to a place of understanding. And mumble rap, it bangs, but it's not rememberable. Nicki Minaj, Queen. Don't throw no potatoes at me. Don't throw no tomatoes at me. Don't throw your Jordans at me, because I'ma steal them. Because, top 5, top 5. Listen, man, Queen had some hits on it. And I'm not going to sit here and compare her to Cardi B because they're not on the same level. Now, it's the total opposite with Nicki because she's not liked. People are starting to hate her because of the things that she does in the industry. She's a brat and she's crazy and she's bitter and all this. But at the end, she's one of the queens, man. Come on, man. Like, y'all sitting there and y'all talking all this mess and y'all know every single lyric of itty bitty titty whatever. I don't even know because I'm not even a Nicki fan, you feel me? So it's not like I'm sticking up for her honor because I'm a Nicki person or whatever y'all call yourself, Barbies. But I know good music when I hear it. And Queen, I'm not saying the whole album was fire because it wasn't. It stopped at like what Chung Lee for me, because after Chung Lee and they got to the song with Foxy Brown and all that, I was just like Drake can. But those songs, man, like Good Form, LLC, like the bars on those songs are effortless. I don't feel like she had to try hard. And they're bangers, and they make sense. I mean, female rap has evolved over the years, making it from talking about our rights and how you shouldn't call us the B word to let me twerk on a pole and, my kitty cat is the best kitty cat to eat. But what you gonna do? We're gonna wait for Tink to come out with an album? Come on now. The Carters, Everything Is Love. Drake came to that. I'm not even gonna talk about it. I'm not even gonna talk about it. And I'm not. No, because you see, the thing with Beyonce fans is because, like I said before, y'all think everything she makes is good, and it's not. Now, let's say an artist that just came out, fresh out the box, came out with that album. No, it's no. Y'all need to stop giving these artists a pass because they think they good, and it's not. Tiana Taylor's KSTE, not top 5. I don't know what to say, guys. I mean, I liked one song on it, and it sucks because I like her. I like her voice, and I like her personality, and I like her family, and I like her little VH1 series, but it's just like, I liked one song. So, yeah. Drake, Scorpion. Ironically so. Drake hand to that. Because I can't do it. I won't do it. And, when you get to know me and you've been on my channel for a minute, you will know that Drake and I, we don't see eye to eye. Like, Drake's music and me, we clash. We just don't get along. And it's like I listen to that album and I always put my differences aside. I'm just like, I don't like you, but I'm gonna listen to your music because this is my job, this is what I do. And I was just like, okay, I'm grooving to it, but it's not memorable. And every other song he had to input that he had a child, and I was confused because what? And then what song was that the Shiggy challenge was on? Is it in my feelings? That song was overplayed. Not, I mean, it was a good song, don't get me wrong, but I feel like it was overly played because of the Shiggy challenge. So it's just like Scorpion is, for lack of better words, unmemorable. And yeah. Travis Scott Astro World. Do not throw your Jordans at me because I'm stealing, because I don't understand why it's on anything. It's on the top of billboards. It's getting nominations. I don't under I sat there and I listened to Astroworld twice, and that's a big leap for me because if I don't like it, I don't like it. But it's just like everybody was just, I listened to it the first time and I didn't like it. I don't understand Travis Scott. If it's not wonderful with him and The Weeknd, Drake can to everything he does. But I had to. I listened to it because one, it's my job to listen, and two, I'm not even gonna hold you, that little union that him and Kylie and Stormy have, it's beautiful, and I wanted to support that. So I was just like, let me give this man his views because I want to support their little union. And I listened to it once and I hated it. And I was just like, that was a waste of time. And then I went online and everybody was just like, oh my gosh, it's the best thing in the world. And I can't believe that Nicki is mad because his album was way better than hers. And I'm just like, better than Queen? Was I listening to the same album? let me go back. And I listened to it. I still didn't like it. So maybe it's the auto-tune mixed with the he's not talking about anything, because you can't get me with dope beats. You can't get me. No. You can get these children out here in these streets, and you can get all these mumble rap lovers, but you can't get me. You can't get me with dope beats, because I'm not listening to the dope beats. As soon as an album comes out, I go right on Genius, and I'm reading along with the lyrics as you rap. And if I hear that you're not talking about nothing, it's trash. Period. And what was he talking about? Don't hit me with the sicko mode, because sicko mode is one song. And I personally, it had to be drilled in my brain. I personally didn't like it when it first came out. It had to be drilled in my brain with overplaying on the radio and people blasting it in the streets. And then I was just like, okay, it is creative because it's like 4 songs in one song. But other than that, Asteroid is a straight dub. Like, I don't understand. I don't understand. Nasir. You're a legend. And I love you. But I didn't listen to it. Nao. Saturn. Now, if you don't know who Nao is, I'm gonna need you to slide on to whatever platform you listen to and listen to her music. And you can't even start with Saturn, because I just feel like you just need to learn her essence and her flow. Like, you need to start with her album before and then go back to Saturn. Saturn, top 5. Saturn, if not the best in my mind, is one of the best albums of 2018. Now, I ain't no sucker, you feel me? Like, I ain't no, you know, I ain't no punk. You feel the kid? I might do a little thug tier here and there, but I ain't no sucker, you feel me? So, the first time that I heard Saturn and I listened to the songs, Orbit in particular, I was crying my eyes out. I was just like, why am I in my feelings? Why am I in my whole Birkin right now? Because she touches you. She brings out the feelings that you thought you suppressed, and she brings it out. So like, we're gonna talk about this today. We're gonna talk about this. Let's talk about this. You think love was supposed to be suppressed deep down in your heart? No, let's bring it out. Let's bring out all the mucus in your heart and flush it out so we can bring some more in. Yeah, let's do that. That's what we should do. I love her so much, and it's just her songs, you can tell, like, are straight out of a poetry book. It's not like she's writing lyrics. I feel like she's just writing poetry, and then somebody or her just comes along and just like, oh, I have this beat. Oh, let me go into my poetry book and put this to a beat. It's straight poetry, and I love that about her. Aside from her voice is just amazing. I feel like I'm on a cloud when I listen to her. Like, she's a mood, for a lack of a better words. Like, how you feeling? I'm in a nail today. I'm feeling kind of nail-ish. You feel me? I'm cruising. You know? I love her. Meek Mill's Champions. Now, Meek, I'm not even a fan. I can't tell you I'm a fan. I'm not a fan, bro. I don't even know the words to Hold Up, let me, what is it? What did you children say? Is it, hold up, wait a minute, is it, I don't even know, is it called House Party? I don't know. But I don't know the lyrics to that, and when I'm at a party or I'm at a concert and they play that song and everybody in the crowd is hype up, I'm just like, oh yeah, y'all, all right, let's go. And I'm just like, I'm not a fan, Meek, period. But being the entertainment critic that I am, there's certain albums that I just have to give chances to, and I gave yours a chance. Guess what, Meek? You're not gonna believe this, alright? You're not gonna believe it. Alright, ready? Top five, because look who got out of jail and found some talent. Like, what? Get out of here. Are you serious? Now, let me not downplay that man. I know that man has talent. I know that. And it's just like, I know that he has bars. I know that he can rap. And I know that he raps about real shit. But I don't know. He's just not my personal favorite. But Champions? Bravo. I love Champions. The bars on that, the bars on it, the beats on it, the message on it, everything about Champions was bravo. And the fact that you had Fab on that, listen, man. Fab, let me talk to you real quick, because I'm still waiting for Summer Shootouts 3. And you're playing games. There's so many songs that you could sample and hop on a remix to, but you're playing games. So I'm just gonna let you chill. You feel me? I'm gonna let you chill. But Meek, top 5. A Boogie with the Hoodie with Hoodie SZN. If I think maybe SZN is a word. Maybe, I don't know what you children do these days. But hey Biggie, let me have a conversation with you, because I like you. You feel me? I liked you when you came out with Artist. Artist was such an amazing, I don't even know, like, to me it was a mixtape. But apparently it was an album, and it was great. My favorite song on Artist is Temporary, Always Will Be Temporary. But it's just like, as you progressed and you came out with TBA was I didn't download it, and you came out with The Bigger Artist. The Bigger Artist was a banger. And now this song, well, this album, and don't get me wrong, I mean, I'm not gonna say it's a good album because I know what you're capable of. That's the thing. Like, I know what you're capable of, and then I'm rushing to hear it. I'm like, let me get to Spotify. Let me listen to the song, and then I listen to it, and there's some bangers, but they not talking about nothing, and it hurts me because you're usually talking about something. I mean, you're not like talking about things like what j.cole does. You're not talking about real life facts, but you talk about the hood life, and you talk about, shiny things, but you say it in like a way that I love it. You feel me? Like, like you gleaming, you shining, you drowning with the piano. You have the piano, a boogie, and then you came out with this one, and it just, I feel like you was just chatting on it. Yeah, but it does have some bangers that look back at it. That's my jam. The whole sample of Remember the Time, which you New York spin, that, you feel me? I can't do that tongue thing because, but I love that song. I love the fact that you turned a pop song into like your own little mix. I love that. But the whole album is a Drake hand. I'm sorry. Eminem, Kamikaze. Eminem, listen, like, I feel that you've hit your prime, and I listened to your album in 2017, and it was very political, and I loved it, and I adored it, and it was a great album. I just didn't download anything because I don't, wanna, but I didn't download anything because it wasn't that poppin' to download, but it was a good listen, I should say. It was a very good listen, but Kamikaze, I couldn't bring myself to listen to it. Like, every time I was just like, all right, let me go listen to this Eminem album. And I was like, but there's so many other songs, other albums that I know that I would like, and I feel like I would be wasting my time. So I didn't, and I apologize. 21 Savage, I was. I didn't listen to it. Straight like that. I don't know. I don't listen to 21 Savage. And his features don't make me jump at the opportunity like, oh my god, he's doing his single thing now. Let me go listen to his single shit, because he's not that amazing to me. Simple as that. I mean, I know that he has fans, and I know that people like him, and I know that maybe he might talk about dope-ish, but I'm the type of person, like, when somebody, but nah. And I wanted to like Dirty Computer so bad. I listened to it like 5 times. I downloaded it. I was just like, this is gonna stick. I'm gonna love it. It didn't stick. And it's just like, it's a great listen. I could listen to it in the back. Like, if I'm doing my hair, if it's wash day, and I'm trying to do my twist, and I need some background music, okay. But downloading it and going and saying, hey, I want to listen to Dirty Computer right now. The one song that I love and I have downloaded and I didn't delete after I downloaded was Make Me Feel, because that beat, that funkiness, the whole album gives me Prince vibes, and I love that. Make Me Feel was a great song, and I loved it. Ariana Grande, Sweetener. It's sad. Like, no, don't put your Jordans and tomatoes and potatoes away. Don't throw nothing at me, because I didn't like Sweetener. And the thing with Ariana, who is Ariana? The thing with Ariana is I can't understand what she's saying. Like, how are you mumbling And you're a singer. Like, I don't get it. It's just every time that she comes out with a song, I have to go to Genius to listen to her lyrics, because I don't know what she's saying. It sounds like it's Portuguese until you really listen, and you're watching the lyrics as it goes by, and you're like, oh, she's speaking English. It's just she's not enunciating her words. Oh, I got it now. Here's the sad thing about it. Sweetener was straight trash. You feel me? I didn't like anything on the album, and I tried to, because she's such a sweet girl, and I love her, and I love her style. But I didn't like it. Anything at it. Not even God Is a Woman. Didn't happen. Not at all. But after God rest his soul, Malcolm died, which is Mac Miller, rest in peace, she came out with these bangers. And she dropped her engagement. She came out with these bangers. Thank you, next. Imagine. And she has another one dropping, and I know it's going to be heat. You know why? Because sadness and pain brings out the best in artists. You can't tell me nothing. You can't tell me nothing. Because Mary J, she has some bangers when she's happy, but they don't compare to when she's hurt and she's broken down. Because that Mary J, you can't touch her, boy. Last, but definitely not least, Lil Wayne, Carter 5. Now, the thing when people go in MIA, it sucks, because you go into MIA and people are like, damn, I miss you, and then you come back and then your album is trash. And then everybody's just like, well, damn, I waited for enough. But there's a difference between making music to everybody can relate to this, so everybody's gonna love it because it's gonna hit them right here, and then telling me a story of what goes on in your life, in your personal life, that happens to you every day, and putting me inside of it and making me feel like I can do that shit. Like, when I was listening to Mona Lisa, I'm just like, ooh, he telling a story. Let me listen to this story. And I'm just like, you don't snatch change. You find out addresses, and you don't leave messes. What? That's crazy. And I'm just like, oh yeah? You met a girl named Liz? Oh yeah? And she stole this stuff? Oh yeah? And I'm just like, wow, this is a great story. And then it stopped, and you thought the song was over, and then you go to the phone to switch to the next song, and then you see that there's a whole minute left, and you're like, what's up with this minute? And then you hear Kendrick saying, and I'm like, it's Kendrick, and you're just like, what is going on with the song? And it's amazing. Drake can't do that. He won't do it, and he can't do it. Sorry, Drake hand to Drake. And it's just like, wow, this song is amazing, and who else to do it but Lil Wayne? And then, you know, they always gotta throw in a dancing song for the people in the clubs, you feel me? Uproar had like a New York vibe to it. You could do a hot wiggle to it, the all in to it, you feel me? I enjoyed every single bit of Carter 5. It was such a great album, a great album, and of course, it's top 5. I am so certain that there are many other albums that came out and I didn't touch on them, and maybe it's because they were unmemorable, or because I just didn't listen to them. And sorry if I hurt your feelings about your favorite people, but hey, this is my show, my opinion. So if you forgot, here's top 5. Nail, Saturn. Go on any platform, go listen to that, because she is a mood. j.cole, k.o.d. Come on. How could you not like k.o.d? From Kevin's Heart to The Fall. Like, come on. The Fall is definitely my favorite song. I listen to that on the daily, because that song right there is straight facts. Lil Wayne, Carter 5. Nicki Minaj, Queen. I love it. I mean, holla. I said holla. I'm sorry. I apologize. And Meek Mill's Champions. That's it, folks. I appreciate you hanging out with me, listening to my favorite and non-favorite albums of 2018. Come back, chill with me anytime, and I'll see you next time.